Israeli military says it's hit a number of what it called senior Hamas terrorists in Gaza in an overnight strike on a tent camp for displaced people. A local hospital has confirmed 13 deaths. Gaza's Hamas-run Civil Defense Agency says the number is at least 40. A man accused of killing the Ugandan athlete Rebecca Cheptegei by setting her on fire has himself died from injuries sustained during the attack. Dixon Ndiema died on Monday night. Apple has been told to pay $14 billion in back taxes to Ireland by the European Union's highest court following a long legal battle. The decision was issued by the European Commission 8 years ago. Russia and Ukraine launched more overnight attacks against each other. Russia's Ministry of Defense said 144 Ukrainian drones had been destroyed, half of them in the border region of Bryansk. In Ukraine, the head of the Cherkasy region said unspecified infrastructure was damaged. It's emerged that a Swiss appeals court convicted a prominent scholar of Islam, Tariq Ramadan, of rape at the end of last month. He was found to have raped and sexually coerced a woman in a Geneva hotel nearly 16 years ago. He must serve 3 years in prison, 2 of them suspended. The party of the jailed former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan says 13 senior figures, including the party chairman, have been arrested. It comes a day after clashes between police and Mr. Khan's supporters as they were demonstrating for his release. Hundreds of thousands of people have been attending Mass in Timor-Leste, celebrated by Pope Francis. Vatican officials say roughly half the country's population was there. And China's sport regulator has banned 43 people from football for life for gambling and match-fixing. They include the South Korean midfielder Son Jun-ho. And that's the latest BBC News.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 002 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Boy, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Turn it up. Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Hey there, this is Archie, and it is Starr Radio UK and the morning show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute you all and welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the morning show. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Today is the 10th day of the 9th month, that is September, the year 2024, with the time now at exactly 10:53, and it is the Tuesday edition of the morning show. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
This morning I was stuck in a bit of a traffic on my way to the studio, and I got in here, and and the producer had made sure that everything was set up and ready to fire on all cylinders. That's about 4. My producer will be running very, very late. But let me say good morning to Mr. Francis Guy for that wonderful work that you continue to do. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it makes sure that everything takes along nicely the way they're supposed to. All right then. So wherever you are this morning listening to us, we want to salute you and we want to welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the morning show. Let me say good morning to Mr. Frank Davis, Mr. Olami Koiki, KB Botsman, Vicky Newton, to Empress Regina Enima. Good morning to all past and presenters on Starr Radio UK. I salute you. Bishop Adeshina, massive good morning to you. Anthony Adedeji Aziz, good morning. Shamsuddin, good morning. Totsina, all the way in Moscow, I hope you are doing very well. Massive good morning to you there as well. All the Hamons in Ghana and across the globe, I salute you. Amen. I hope you are doing very, very well. Massive good morning to you all, guys. And once again, I say welcome to the program Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, so my world program, this is how the program is going to go for today. For those of you who have tuned in for the first time on a Tuesday morning, yes, I'm going to bring you the code for the day, the weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel updates. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as Global Trotting. After which we move on from there, we will be bringing you the details of all the discussions or the news or the stories that are developing. Will bring them your way, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. As I say all the time, if it is making the headlines there, be rest assured of one thing, that I would definitely, certainly bring it your way. Oh, During the course of the program at 11:45, you can share your take with us when the lines are open by telling us exactly maybe what is going on in your area. At times, it'll be nice to even know what your travels is like there. And then, of course, when it comes to the weather as well, we want to know what the weather is like later on. So wherever you are, don't even touch the dial. This is Star Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. With the time now exactly at 4 minutes past the top of the hour. Welcome. Let me say good morning to Reverend Michael Esiama. And the Power Word International Ministries. They commenced the Power Hour Monday, Tuesday, instead of starting from Wednesdays. Now we bring you Mondays and Tuesdays as well. So virtually 6 days for you, and I hope that you join in to enjoy all that. It is all coming away from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me say good morning to my head pastor, Reverend Hendrik Bruce and Sister Mary Bruce, Ma'am. Pastor Mary Bruce, good morning to you and all the leadership of Bible Life Family Ministries, wherever you are. I salute you. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. So let's kick off. The quote for the day says, whatever you do, try to forecast its impact on your future before you take that action. Whatever you do, try to forecast. So you have to be a forecaster, your own life forecaster, your own prophet. Yes, forecast it. Whatever you do, try to forecast its impact on your future before you take that action. That is interesting, right? Yes, think, and think again before you take that action. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. Now let's move on straight to the weather front. Now last night was quite nice if you want to be sleeping, but if you want to be going around like our producer who enjoys the sunshine, it's not good for you, right? Well, let me tell you more about what is happening here in London and the southern part of England. Now this afternoon will be cloudy. Later this afternoon and during the evening, spells of rain will move in from the north. It's going to be breezy. Tonight we'll see a band of rain clear to the south during the evening, leaving plenty of clear spells overnight, turning cooler overnight. A breezy night expected there as well. Top of the temperature is going to be 19 degrees. The lower is going to be 7 degrees. And then pollen level is going to be low. UV level moderate. Pollution low. Sunset 19:25. And sunrise for tomorrow morning going to be at 06:28 hours. All right then. For the UK as a whole, now it's going to be windy and cool. Spells of rain in England and Wales will become increasingly confined to the south this afternoon. Sunny spells and blustery showers for northwestern areas, especially in Scotland. Tonight, any lingering rain will clear the south of England and the northern Isles. It will then be a mainly dry night with clear spells, albeit northwestern areas will be showery and blustery. Okay. So that is by way of the weather forecast for the UK and specifically southeastern part of the UK, and where we brought you details of it. But if you're listening to us, you want to share with us what your weather forecast is like in your area, you know what? Feel free to do so. All right then? Yes, it is all coming away from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, now we're going to be moving on. We're going to be moving on to some other aspect of our program, and this time around is pertaining to your travels. As I did say, when I was coming, I was stuck in traffic, but for my producer, I would have been late on coming on air. However, because he was there to see to things, that was why I was able to come on air on time. Okay. However, if you don't want to be in such a situation, you want to be get to your appointment on time, I will want you to do this. Somebody say, do what? Stay tuned. Let me tell you that. Check your travels. Yeah. Keep your eyes where? On the roads. Okay. So on the underground this morning, I can tell you surely good service throughout there. London Overground, good service. DLRL, London Tramlink, good service. On the major roads in London, there are no exceptional delays. Everything seems to be ticking along nicely. So you are cool. The river bus has got good service, or offering good service throughout. The London Cable Car, good service there as well. Bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail, where I have a bit of news for you there. But keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads. Now, cross country has got special service. Great Western Railway, minor delays. Greater Anglia, minor delays. Island Line, special service. Northern Rail, minor delays. Scott Rail, special service. Southeastern, severe delays. Southern, minor delays there as well. That aside, all the others are running a good service, and that is where we bring the travel update to a close for this morning. But as and when we are on, when there are any changes, I promise you one thing for sure. As you know, I will definitely do. I will bring it to the fore what is happening there. But until then, I will tell you once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's stay tuned, take a commercial, and we continue with the show.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
And I'm saying good morning to Atakufi all the way in Asherman, Ghana. Yes, Atakufi, I hope you are doing very, very well. And the chief of Asherman himself, massive good morning to you there as well. And to all the inhabitants of Asherman, I salute each and every one of you. Once I hop in Ghana, yes, I'll make sure I can pay you a visit there, right? Good. So we can have a live show from Asherman in Ghana. Okay? Alrighty. So this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And we're going to be going global trotting. But before then, let me bring you this couple of social announcements. The Ghana Nurses Association UK, in conjunction with the Trial Bridge Foundation, is organizing health promotion. Now, this will focus on various topics including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer, depression and anxiety, menopause, and many more. The event takes place on Saturday, the 14th of September, 2024. Saturday, the 14th of September, 2024. That's this Saturday. Now, the time is going to be from 12 to 5 p.m. 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. The location, Edmonton Methodist Church, 304 Street, London. And 9:0 For more information, contact Lady Ivy on 07956 566 735 07956 566 735 or GNA Education and 07398 706 374 07398 706 374. Health is the first wealth. A regular checkup is its best investment. All right then. Dinner night. Yoruba World Media Organization presents Dinner Night. Special guest Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho on the 11th of October, Friday the 11th of October 2024, 7 p.m. and the venue is London Kensington, 179 to 199 Holland Park Avenue, London. The postcode is W11 4UL. W11 4UL, United Kingdom. All right then. So that is the end of the social announcements there for you. But this is Starr Radio UK. It's now time for us to go global trotting. So kicking off from home here in the UK, Some victims unaware of their offenders' early release, Commissioner says. That is quite troubling, isn't it? Baroness Newlove was speaking as hundreds of prisoners began leaving prison early in England and Wales because of overcrowding. Somebody will say they might have been fasting and praying for an early release, and this has come their way. So it's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. If they are innocent, though. If you are good. But somebody say, well, they served their time. And it's not because they want out, but because the system is such that they can't keep lots of people there, and therefore the space is there, so they have to let some people out. Emily Mountley says Andrew lost the respect of the nation after that interview, that famous interview there. And Richard Reeves urges Labour MP to back winter fuel cut for pensioners, who are saying that you want us to suffer, you want us, but the government is saying what they want to do now is all going to be means testing, so that those who don't need it don't get it. But some others are saying that some of them, I think, because if you jointly, because they live together, if they put their income together, whatever they are making together, it goes beyond the threshold, and therefore they cannot access this winter what do you call it, fuel support thing that they are talking about there. But let's see what happens from that front. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now, grim September ahead with 6,000 steel and oil jobs to go, and that is quite a concern because government, you come into power and you want things to be moving a bit smoothly before you hit the the turmoil, or you hit the turbulence. However, it looks like this government came in and just 2 months on, they are hitting lots of turbulence, and I don't know how they're going to be coping with that. But at least they have all the time for the next 5 years to be able to even go through the tough times and then realign themselves or plateau and then take off from there. So let's see what happens. Well, they can be singing that thing again, like the Conservatives were singing. It is all Labour's fault. They crashed the economy. They crashed the yes. So now it's time for Labour to say that it is all the Conservatives' fault. They crashed the economy. They left a black hole of 22 billion there. That's why we have to cut. We have to squeeze. We have to do all that. But we'll be looking forward to the October budget statement that will be coming. The first one that will be coming from Richard Reeves. It's quite an interesting one. But what do you think? Should the fuel, the winter fuel support or levy be cut, or should they go ahead to give to everyone, all the pensioners, and even those who don't need it, be able to also access that? What do you think? Let us hear from you. So come your way from Starr Radio UK. Hundreds of SEN children missing from education, analysis says. Who are these SEN children? Let me tell you more about that. Hundreds of children with special education needs are completely missing from education in England. Analysis suggests they have up to about 2,900 children who are not enrolled at school or being suitably educated elsewhere. So what is happening to them? What is happening to them? Lots more are going to be coming your way from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And some good news for the Royals. Kay says she has completed chemotherapy treatment in a video message, and we wish her all the best and a speedy recovery from there as well. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world as well, deadly Israeli strikes in Gaza humanitarian zone targets Hamas commanders. Residents say 3 missiles hit a tented camp in Mawazi area overnight, leaving deep craters. Now, in other stories as well, 1 killed in Ukraine, drone attacks on Russia, and blast off 4 astronauts leave Earth for first privately funded space walk. That'll be great. I'm looking forward to that. one of the days, pretty soon, I fly on one of that, spending 10 million, and then I come back. Yeah. Okay, tributes have been paid to acting giant James L. Jones. You remember him coming to America? King Mopofofofosa. Did I pronounce it well? Yeah. Who then the Eddie Murphy's dad in that coming to America. Yeah, he has passed on. Well, it is all coming your way from Star Radio UK. And Harris and Trump debate in pivotal campaign test. We'll see what happens. And the U.S. election polls. Who is ahead? Harris or Trump? Well. Voters in the U.S. go to the polls on the 5th of November to elect their next president. The election was initially a rematch of 2020, but it was appended in July when President Joe Biden ended his campaign and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. The big question now is, would the result mean a second Donald Trump term or America's first woman president? Well, Kamala Harris, in the polls, the national polls, Kamala Harris seems to be leading by 47%, and Donald Trump is on 44%. But we'll be watching and monitoring the analysis on this debate, and then tomorrow, God willing, we'll be telling you more about all that, the reactions, and as to whether Kamala has actually trumped the Trump or Trump has trumped Kamala. We'll be telling you more about that. It is all coming your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Africa as well, the former boyfriend of Ugandan Olympic athlete Rebecca Cheptegei, who killed her by setting her on fire, has himself died from burns sustained in the attack, a Kenyan hospital official has said. Now, Dixon Dema ambushed the marathon runner as she returned home from church more than a week ago, and then doused her with petrol and set her ablaze. Local administrators said the two had been in conflict over a small piece of land in northwest Kenya where Cheptegei lived and trained. Okay, it's all coming away from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right then, now let's move on. Let's move on to some other stories making the rounds in other parts of, the NLC President Joe Ajaero has regained his freedom after detention by the DSS, and NNPC Chevron converts JV asset to PIA terms. Terrorists abduct nurses, patients at Kaduna Hospital. Oh gosh. Now, you are abducting patients as well. What? Do you want them killed? What is your intention? Well, they still have people supporting them, is it? Okay. Now, NAFDAC warns Nigerian about harmful chemical in popular bath soap in a market where they are talking about a miracle bath soap and stuff like that. NUPRC secures over 60 billion naira, $100 million for community fund. And then no more imports of polypropylene from October, Dangote is also saying. So those who are in the polypropylene business, what would they be thinking? You see, that's how it all pans out, because they will not think they're going to sabotage his efforts or do anything to, because they think that their means of living is being cut or siphoned. Now, what do you think about all that? Lots more going to be coming your way from there. This is all coming your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Just bear with me whilst we continue with the show. Okay. It looks like my system seemed to be somewhat frozen in there, but wherever you are listening to us from, don't touch the dial. This is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We'll take a break, and once we come back, I will bring you, just enjoy this music, and I will bring you all the other updates since our system soon to be updating itself. So just bear with us whilst we do so. Star Radio UK. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie. And this is a tune from Chain Mensah, and it says, not Chain Mensah the politician, no, this is Chain Mensah the musician, and it says, Nyame Betre, God will provide. Enjoy it, and I'll be with you. I've not listened to it, so we are both sampling it together. So wherever you are, don't touch the dial. Star Radio UK.
Me who say, papi, me who say, eche me who say, papi, me who say, eche me who say, who couple aforie, Obama no he, Abraham say,
This is Starr Radio UK.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Dopa, more unyami betre. I me 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 dopa, more unyami betre. Faweni sanyame sono, kwano betu miabwa uriasimu. Insisiro ema wakuma entitu onyami kwa ne upafo. I dopa ema unyami betre. Nyami betre. I dopa ema unyami betre. I dopa ema unyami betre. He's got.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Abraham say,
okay, no, yes, I'm going to bring you the rest of it from Chain Mensah, and it says, Nyame Betre, God will provide, and it's a story between Abraham and Isaac, when he was said to have gone to sacrifice him. Said, God said, "Would you go have a sacrifice or make a sacrifice unto him?" And the boy was asking, "Where is the lamb? Where is the lamb for the sacrifice?" All right.
Mukobo aforie Obama no he Abraham say be maure me tope maure.
Well, the police have seized nearly 3 tons of cocaine on a plane from Venezuela. Police in Guinea-Bissau seized 2.6 tons of cocaine from a plane that arrived from Venezuela in the West African country's capital, Bissau. in Tanzania, Tanzania opposition leader, opposition member, official has died after an acid attack. And in South Africa as well, a South African man has been eaten by crocodiles during a hunt in Zimbabwe. And Egypt says it will not stop until a Gaza ceasefire is reached, so it will do everything possible to negotiate for a truce there as well. And it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. What can Ashigwe says in Ghana? We are in crisis, but no one is responding. That's pertaining to Galamsey. Now, after that session by the provost of KNUST that the Galamseyers, the best way to fight the Galamsey menace is to shoot and kill, well, Napo has labeled him an NDC member over Galamsey comments. But on the menace, the president of the Ghana Bar Association, Yawa Champon Buafo, has criticized Nsawam Adweju MP Frank Anodompré for claiming that the National Democratic Congress caused more river pollution during their time in office. How will you term that? Senseless or what? I believe that both parties must be held culpable for their actions and inactions there. Another twist now, the EC is to subject nomination forms to rigorous scrutiny in Ghana as well. Maybe that will appease the various stakeholders in the coming election, December 6th? So this and a lot more going to be coming your way in the next few moments. So wherever you are, don't touch the dial. Continue to enjoy the rest of that music, and then we will be bringing you straight to all the details in a moment. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. He's gonna come through. I know. I am
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
Okay, so let's crack on. Let me bring you what is happening, the details of all the stories that we've touched on this morning. So come with me, stay with me, spend just one more day with me. All right then. Okay, so starting from home here in the UK, some victims are unaware of their offenders early release. The Victims Commissioner for England and Wales is warning that not everyone was made aware of the offenders' early release date. More than 1,700 prisoners are being let out today as part of a government scheme to deal with overcrowding. Offenders serving less than 5 years are being released after 40% of their sentence, rather than the usual 50%. Now, Baroness Newloud says she is concerned about the impact of these early releases on victims' confidence in our justice system. Now, the prison population in the England and Wales hit 88,521 last week, an all-time high, and Keir Starmer says the situation is at crisis point. But do you think early release? Well, they can still be sending message, but maybe the person needs to be on their guard, because there was a program that I did watch, and somebody early release or released from granted bail, ended up that the person killed this one that they were taunting, virtually hunting them down, well, shot them, and it was a sad one. So I don't know how, if somebody is a victim and these individuals, the offenders are being released, or the offender is being released, how they will feel. Well, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Do you think it's the right move, or what do you think they're about? Okay, and in other stories as well. Now, today is most likely that we'll be having a vote in Parliament where parliamentarians, especially the Labour Party, will be trying to, or the Prime Minister and the Chancellor will be doing their best to see if they can get through with the cancellation of the winter fuel allowance that were given to people. People have been of the view that, look, it should be means tested, so that it's targeted towards those who really need it. Because if I have got millions, if I have rich, I don't need 300 to do anything. Okay, but if it's means tested, but again, somehow of the concern that there are majority of people who fall through the safety net. So should the net be more robust to be able to hold everybody in there, or should they find another means of getting people who are actually in need of this to be able to apply for it some way, somehow? Don't you think that will work? Or should they just leave it and let all the pensioners get the money whether they need it or not? The story says Chancellor Rachel Reeves has urged Labour MPs to back a plan to cut winter fuel payments. More than 9 million pensioners will no longer be eligible for up to £300 this winter after Ms. Reeves announced the introduction of means testing following Labour's election win. Now, there are concerns dozens of Labour MPs could abstain in vote on the policy in Parliament later, amid worry pensioners on modest incomes may miss out this winter. In a call for solidarity ahead of the vote, Ms. Reeves said the blame should fall on reckless decisions on public finances by the Conservatives. Addressing the MPs at the meeting of the Parliamentary Labour Party on Monday evening, the Chancellor told them, "We stand, we lead, and we govern together. Ms. Reeves added, it is the right thing to do to target money at a time when finances are so stretched at people who need them most. She said the government's commitment to the triple lock meant the state pension had risen around £900 compared with a year ago. Now, under the triple lock, the state pension goes up each year by either 2.5% inflation or average earnings, whichever is the highest figure. Now, this means that from April, the full state pension is expected to rise by £460 a year following the release of the latest official wages data. Ms. Reeves said, and Prime Minister Keir Starmer insists the winter fuel payment cut worth about 1.5 billion pounds is necessary to fill an alleged 22 billion pounds black hole in the budget left by the previous Conservative government. The Labour government has a large majority and will win the vote, though, which has been called by the Conservatives opposition, but it will be another early test of the Prime Minister's authority. Now, this is speculation. There is speculation about a potential rebellion at least 17 Labour MPs who signed a Commons motion describing the plans to means test the benefit as bureaucratic and unpopular. One prominent rebel, Diana Abbott, said the world and the program, The World Tonight, that she certainly won't support her party in Tuesday's vote. She said it's ill thought out. They're doing it to look tough, and I think it's wrong to play games at the expense of the poorest pensioners just to look tough. Miss Abbott has signed Commons motion and suggested maybe hundreds of MPs were upset about the planned cuts and could act on that. But we have the Labour mayor of Greater Manchester and the Menham urged the government to consider a higher threshold for pensioners who are right at the cliff edge. However, Downing Street has insisted the government is standing firm and there are no plans to give further mitigation and to pensioners who lose out. The Conservatives say Labour is exaggerating the state of the public finance to lay the grounds for tax rise in October's budget. Conservative leader Rishi Sunak accused ministers of trying to fast-track cuts to vital support for pensioners to fund an inflation-busting pay rise for train drivers. Well, they're saying we didn't want to pay the train drivers, and we weren't going to pay the doctors as well. But they're saying the government says it's going to be doing that because they think that if your travels are on point, you are able to move around, you are able to transact business, then you will be able to earn, and then you'll be able to pay your taxes, right? Good. And then when it comes to the doctors and those in the health industry, they are of the view that, look, if we have a healthy nation, you have a wealthy nation, and therefore that has to be taken into consideration as well. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio. What do you think about all that? It's quite an interesting one. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. One final story from the UK front, and then we'll move on to other parts of the world. Now, hundreds of children with special educational needs are completely missing from education in England. Analysis has suggested children with SEN make up 22% of the 2,900 children not enrolled at a school or being suitably educated elsewhere, which is disproportionately high, as 16% of children in state education have SEN. The report says. Now, Children's Commissioner Dame Rachel D'Souza, who produced it, said provision for children with SEN was the number one thing that needs sorting out alongside attendance to make sure our kids can go to school. The Department for Education said the report showed there were far too many children falling through the cracks. Now, data from the Children's Commissioner Office for the 12-month period between the spring term of 2022 to 2023 suggested 11,600 children were missing from education at some point during that time. Now, many of those had worked their way back into the education system by the end of the period. However, 2,900 were last recorded as being missing from the education, meaning they were not registered at any school or known to be learning at home or somewhere suitable elsewhere. I think people will be stunned that there are that many children in this country that we do not know where they are, Dame Rachel said. She said it was a scandal that children missing from education were not on anybody's radar. So coming away from Starr Radio UK. So what are the parents doing about it? Have they told the necessary the authorities concerned what they need to help them out on that front? Or well, so coming away from Starr Radio UK at 11:37. Now, deadly Israeli strikes in Gaza humanitarian zone have targeted Hamas commanders. At least 13 people have been killed in an overnight Israeli strike in the designated humanitarian zone in southern Gaza. A local hospital have said. Residents said 3 missiles hit a tented camp crowded with displaced Palestinians in Al-Mawazi, southwest of the city of Khan Yunis, leaving 7 meters deep or 23 feet craters. Now, the Israeli military said its aircraft attacked what is called a number of senior Hamas terrorists operating there, a claim Hamas has denied. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on. Well, it's another story in a war. Yes, what do I have for you? Now, Russia officials say they shot down 144 Ukrainian drones around the country overnight in a wave of attacks that have killed 1 woman, set residential buildings on fire, and grounded flights in Moscow. The governor of Moscow, Andrei Vorobyov, said several flats in 2 high-rise apartment buildings in Ramenskoye in Moscow region were set on fire. Mr. Vorobyov said 46-year-old woman died and 3 people were injured in Ramenskoye, where 43 people were evacuated to temporary accommodation centers. Ukraine has so far not commented on the attacks, but the Kremlin on Tuesday said the attack showed Ukraine was Russia's enemy. So when I hit you, when it's coming from me, it is okay. But when you intend hit me back, then you become my enemy. You have to be quiet and just take it on. Take it in. Yeah? Okay. It's quite a sad one there. But I pray that this wars will cease so that people, especially children, will be able to go about their duties wherever they are. Well, presidential debate matter in American politics, and the one that takes place on Tuesday night between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, their only current scheduled face-off, may matter more than most. Joe Biden's poor performance in the first presidential debate in late June created a firestorm of pressure within the Democratic Party that ultimately forced him to abandon his re-election campaign. Even though Kamala Harris has been vice president for more than 3 years and a candidate for president for 7 weeks, she is still a relative unknown for many Americans. In a recent New York Times survey, 28% of likely November voters said they needed to know more about the Californian. That poll showed that the rates of statistical dead heat, a finding most recent survey, have also indicated both nationally and in key battleground states the 2024 presidential campaign has been full of historic tumult, but the American electorate is still sharply and narrowly divided. That underscores the importance of Tuesday's night debate, where even small shifts in the mood of the electorate could be the difference between victory and defeat for the candidates. But what do you think? And who do you think? Well, it's going to be quite an interesting one. But we're bringing you everything that we'll discuss tomorrow, God willing, once we come your way. This is Starr Radio UK. And on a sad note there, Star Wars creator George Lucas had led tributes to incredible actor James Earl Jones, the voice behind Darth Vader, following his death at the age of 93. In the statement, Lucas described Jones as a most unique voice, both in art and spirit. For nearly half a century, he was Darth Vader, but the secret to all all is he was a beautiful human being, the director said. He gave depth in sincerity and meaning to all his roles, among the most important being a devoted husband to the late CC and dad to Flame. James will be missed by so many of us, friends and fans alike. Jones was best known for giving Star Wars supervillain Darth Vader his distinctive deep voice, and also starred in dozens of other films including Field of Dreams, Coming to America, Conan the Barbarian, and The Lion King. Mark Hamill, who played Vader's son Luke Skywalker, posted R.I.P. Dad on X with a broken heart emoji. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy added, James L. Jones is one of the most versatile and talented actors of our time, with an iconic body of work across film, stage, and television. Well, we say to him, and to him, may his soul rest in perfect peace, and to the family, our condolences. This is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, at 11:42. The ex-partner who killed Uganda athletes had also died from burns. While Rebecca Shepte was set alight and later died after Dixon Indema ambushed her near her home, but he is also said to have also passed away. So coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Okay, now moving on. Now, Tanzania leader has condemned the killing of opposition figures doused in acid. The Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan has announced the brutal killing of a senior member of the main opposition party, Chadema, who was kidnapped, beaten, and doused with acid. On Friday, Muhammad Ali Kibao, 69, was forced off a bus by suspected security agents while traveling from the country's biggest city, Dar es Salaam, to his hometown, Tanga. Now, the post-mortem found that Mr. Kibao had been severely beaten and had acid poured on his face, Party Chairman Freeman Mbawe said this morning. His death comes amid concern by the opposition and rights groups of a clampdown on political activity. President Samia condemned the brutal acts and called for an investigation into the murder. In a quote, she said, I've ordered investigation agencies to bring me detailed information about this terrible incident and others like this as soon as possible, she said in a post on X. All right, our country is a democracy and every citizen has a right to live, she added. Hundreds sent out for Mr. Kibao's funeral in Tanga, where people called for Home Affairs Minister Hamad Muzani to step down as he tried to address the mourners. Where is the government? People are being abducted and there is no action. Minister Mazoni, resign, 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 they shouted. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Still on the African front. In Nigeria, Nigerian Drug Approval Agency has warned people not to buy miracle product produced by a church with popular Nigerian Christian televangelist Jeremiah Fufuyin at the helm. NAFDAC said the products, which have names such as Miracle Water and River Jordan Water, claim to have bogus healing properties such as the ability to cure women of infertility. The statement also said Mr. Fufuyin, Christ Mercyland Deliverance Ministry, was selling these wares even though they did not have NAFDAC's approval. I did talk about that yesterday, and I hope that those who are listening in are also towing the line. Starr Radio UK. Joe Ajaero, president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, has regained his freedom after being arrested by the Department of State Services on Monday at Abuja's Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport while preparing to travel to the United Kingdom for an official assignment. The NSC announced his release via a post on Twitter, on X, account in the early hours of Tuesday. Following Ajaro's arrest, the NLC swiftly issued a communique condemning his detention, describing it as an act of intimidation aimed at silencing the labor movement and demanding his immediate and unconditional release before 12 p.m. on Monday, emphasizing that Ajaro is neither a fugitive nor a criminal and his detention was unjustified. NLC President Comrade Joe Ajaro released from the DSS. In addition to securing the release of its president, the NLC communique issued on Monday, the National Administrative Council also called for the immediate reveal of the petrol price hike to 617 per litre. Additionally, the NAC demanded the swift implementation of the newly signed national minimum wage. Outside the communique, the NLC is also demanding the reversal of the recent electricity tariff hike nationwide. But yesterday we had the president Tinubu saying that Nigerians want development, yet they want everything free. You cannot have development whilst you want everything free. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now that a worrying trend in stories making the rounds in Nigeria, terrorists have abducted nurses, patients, and at Kaduna Hospital. The terrorists on Monday kidnapped 2 nurses, 2 patients from the primary health care center in Kuyalo community in Benin Gwari local government area of the Kaduna state. A resident, Ishaq Osman, said the attackers turned on the health facility after their plan to abduct students of the government day secondary school in the community field. The source in Benin Gwari town said that when the terrorists, locally called bandits, invaded the school around 9 a.m., they found no students. Another source, Musa Al Hassan, a leader of the local vigilante group, confirmed the incident to reporters in Kaduna. The community lies in the Benwer Gwari Funtua highway, about 60 kilometers from Benin Gwari town. The police spokesperson in Kaduna, Mansour Hassan, an assistant superintendent of police, did not respond to phone calls to comment on the incident when our reporter reached out to him yesterday evening. But non-state armed groups suspected to be bandits or terrorists carried out an attack in the hospital, abducting 2 nurses and an unspecified number of patients in the aforementioned location and time. Well, we hope that the security agencies do their best to rescue them ASAP. One other story from Nigeria, and then we'll move on to Ghana as well. Aliko Dangote, the president of the Dangote Group, has said that from October, there will be no imports of polypropylene. This development will mark a significant step as the refinery approaches full operational capacity. The Dangote oil refinery is poised to enter Nigeria's $267 million propylene market next month. The refinery aims to curb Nigeria's dependence on imported polypropylene, an essential material for packaging, textiles, and automotive manufacturing industries. Dangote said Nigeria will no longer import polypropylene from October, highlighting that the country previously imported about 250,000 tons. No more imports of polypropylene. Now, polypropylene, a versatile plastic widely used in packaging, textiles, automotive parts, and medical equipment, is currently imported in substantial quantities by Nigerian manufacturers. According to the trade map data, Nigeria annual polypropylene imports are valued at approximately 267.7 million, with the figure peaking at $407 million in 2022. Recent figures from the National Bureau of Statistics show that Nigeria imported 99.6 billion naira worth of polypropylene in the first quarter of this year, making it its 12th most imported product. Okay, so what happens there? Now, those who are in that business already, what are they going to be doing? Well, we'll see. So those are the ones who will be having a problem. But how are they going to be buying from Dangote and supplying it to the other things at maybe quite a low rate as well, and then so that it can be making whatever monies? The only bit that comes with that is that they will then in turn not need to pay high transportation bill or shipment to Nigeria. So a bit of a cut there. But what do you think about all that? It's quite an interesting twist there. But what do you think? So come your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now coming to Ghana as well. The lines are open. If you want to share your take with us, feel free to do so. But this afternoon, exactly at 1:30, we'll be having BB Clement coming your way with BB Means Business, and we want you to be part of it. The founder of the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, has expressed frustration over the lack of urgency in addressing the devastating impact of illegal mining, also known as galamsey, on Ghana water bodies. Now speaking yesterday, he lamented the absence of adequate crisis support from critical stakeholders, including government officials and political leaders. He said, "We're currently in a crisis, and the crisis response we need, we're not getting," Dr. Ken Ashigbe stated emphatically. Neither from the president, the leading opposition party, nor the MPP presidential candidate, even when the Speaker of Parliament spoke, there was no recognition of the crisis. Instead, it was a just lamentation like the rest of us. Dr. Ken Ashigbe criticized the lack of concrete action despite numerous calls from civil society organizations, including his coalition for declaration of a state of emergency over the country's water bodies. He highlighted alarming figures to illustrate the severity of the situation. In August, the turbidity at the Amanfrom water treatment plant was 14,000 NTUs when it should be treated down to 1 NTU. This is a crisis. It's called for a collective effort to bring all stakeholders, including labor unions, religious leaders, and civil society organizations together to press the government into taking decisive action. We need the president, who is the commander-in-chief of Ghana's military, to declare a state of emergency over the water bodies and surrounding buffers where illegal mining is rampant. Dr. Ken Ashigbe urged. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Well, yesterday there was a suggestion from the provost of the KNUST, who is now being alleged or labeled an NDC person because he critiqued actions that is going on, or actions, yes, that will be taken, that will serve as deterrent to others. Now, running mate for the ruling New Patriotic Party, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, has accused Professor Charles Marfo, provost for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences at the KNUST, of being a member of the National Democratic Congress. This comes after Professor Marfo suggested a shoot-and-kill approach to combat the galamsey menace in an interview with Professor S.F. Jesse. Now, Professor Marfo had urged that the severity of the galamsey menace, which is destroying lives, land, and water bodies, warrant drastic measures. He also referenced that this suggestion was previously made by a member of parliament, which it agreed with. However, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, running mate for the MPP, countered Professor Marfo's suggestion while addressing a campaign crowd. He stated, when they wanted votes, they said they will free them. Now that they are coming, they are telling the MPP that we should shoot the galamseyers, but tell them we will not shoot them today or tomorrow. So they should go on to destroy the water bodies? If you're not going to be shooting them, what are you going to do to serve as a deterrent? Is it because your people are involved? Now, when people are going to do galamsey, do they have MPP or NDC or NCP or APC or whatever flags that they are putting on to show that, yes, this is MPP doing it, or that? People are looking for ends meet, right? But the government has to see to it that it is the one who regulates these things. And if somebody is bringing us a suggestion that we think this will serve as a deterrent, instead of saying that, well, we'll look into that, or you say it should go on, but they're calling it a national crisis. But what do you think about that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. One final story, and then I'll bring the whole program to a close for this morning. And exactly at 1:30, we'll be bringing you BB Means Business by BB Clement. So wherever you are, stay tuned and don't even think of touching the dial. Yesterday there were calls, and the week before there were calls by various groupings and individuals that there should be a proper scrutiny of the EC, transferring of votes to various polling stations. But the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Jane Mensah, has assured presidential candidates who will be contesting the 2024 general election that the filing process will be fair and transparent. Noting that the EC will be fair and firm in executing its duties. She gave the assurances that when flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, filed his nomination form at the Electoral Commission yesterday, Jane Mensah said the filing process, which will last for 5 days, will be transparent, fair, and peaceful, and will afford all the presidential candidates enough time to correct errors identified in their forms. Additionally, we are confident that the 5-day period provided for the filing process, as opposed to the second day process in 2020, will allow enough time for the presidential candidate to correct errors identified in the forms. We are confident that we will eliminate the tension that characterizes the 2020 election filing process prior to the 2020 election, she stated. She added that the nomination forms will be subjected to vetting and scrutiny by the team of the Electoral Commission. Our team will go to work immediately on your forms and contact you within the shortest possible time to inform you of the decision arrived at, she said. The flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Mahama, is also expected to file his nomination later in the day. Well, he will file it, but when it comes to the voter transfer and all those things that have been done, and the fact that people are calling for forensic search to see what had gone on pertaining to where people's votes are, so that on the day of voting, it's not that people come in and they are told that, oh, you've not got your name is not here, cannot be found nowhere here, and the person doesn't even know. And even if the person's vote has been transferred to another place far off, now before he's going to take travel to that place and then go and stand in the queue where okay, so in case people go to the polling stations and end up not finding their names, though they knew that was where they registered at, what will be the outcome of that? Will the voting day be extended to the following day? Is that what is going to happen? This and a lot more we'll be looking at as the days and the weeks and the months unfold, getting closer to this election. But tonight, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris will be on their way to have their first debate. Who do you think is going to do good? Is Ghana going to have a debate, presidential debate? Well, Mahama says no, unless some things are put together. Obama will be bold enough to say, look, we'll see to it that we put all those things together and bring it on. What do you think? This is a lot more. And would that change your opinion? Because it looks like in other developed countries, people are looking at policies. People are looking at, no, we have sycophants there. That Trump said, if I take a gun and I shoot somebody here, I will still have the support. Yeah, we have sycophants there. However, we are looking at the situation where majority of people are swayed when, or get convinced when they go vote as per the how do I even term it? As per the policies that is being put across by a party or by the presidential candidate, and based on that they'll go and vote. But do you think that happens in Africa, especially in Ghana, where people are going to vote? They are looking at what is going to be given to them or what they're going to get straight from the politicians before they go vote. What do you think? Well. Let us enjoy this song from the Zongo man. He says, well, you know what? Just be nice to everybody. That's the only way out. But let's take this quick commercial break, and once we come back, you will enjoy the tune from the Zongo man, Be Nice. And when that song ends and you don't hear from me, it's with me actually saying, have a top of the day. But until then, I say bye-bye for now.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor, and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Be nice to everyone.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Kokoti, 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 Kokoti. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite. Unite, unite, unite against hate and make the world a better place. Hey, Kokoti, 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 Kokoti. Children, be nice, oh children. Children, be nice. Be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye to guns. Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family. Don't give them headaches, stress and grief. Make them proud, proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. Be nice to your children. Be nice to your employees, be nice to strangers, be nice to refugees, and be nice to yourself. Be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. And make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 and make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 and make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 and make the world